How's it going, YouTube? In today's video, we are going to be talking about credit cards. Credit cards get a bad rap for, getting you into debt forever, but if you use them properly, they are a great tool for helping you financially, getting a lot of rewards, and getting a better credit score, so then you can get lower interest rates on loans and stuff later in life if you need stuff like that. But they are great for the everyday purchases as well, because you can get rewards, whereas a regular debit card, you won't. So, in today's video, we are going to be explaining everything about the cards and how to not get into debt and pay interest and how to set them all up so you will be successful. And as simple as that, we will be creating another video as well after this about the best credit cards that you can start with. So if you are straight out of high school or you haven't had a credit card before, these will require no credit score. So make sure you guys are subscribed for stuff like that. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tips and everything you need to know about credit cards. So let's get straight on to the video. All right, first thing first, we're going to talk about how a credit card works. Okay, if you're using a credit card, you're using borrowed money. This is where a lot of people get into trouble. They only have $2,000 in their checking account, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to borrow this money and buy a $4,000 TV or whatever they want. And then when it comes time to pay off the credit card, they can't pay it all off, and then you get stuck into, I believe the average rate for a credit card interest is like 25%. It's ridiculous. So do not do that. You are doing borrowed money, but always make sure you are spending the money you have in your account. That is the most crucial thing I can say about credit cards. Okay, so here's some benefits of having a credit card rather than a debit card. If you are using a debit card, you are using your money. And when you are using a debit card, odds are they do not have rewards with that. You are just swiping and it's coming out of your account. Yes, it's simple because it'll get denied if you don't have that money, etc. But if you know what money you have and you want to start building a credit score, which getting a credit card helps your credit score, so then you can get lower interest rates on loans and stuff later in life. And getting a credit card helps get you bonuses and rewards with their points and everything. For example, the Discover It that takes, you don't have to have a credit score or anything. It gives you 2 whole % cash back on everything at first. That's great because you get 2% cash back every time you swipe that thing at a restaurant, gas station. 2% cash back. You don't get that with a debit card. That is why people want credit cards. And how are they able to offer stuff like that? Is because of people that don't know how to manage their money, and then they take all this money from the people that are in debt with all that interest that they are accumulating, and they say, hey, we want you to use our credit card, so here's 1 to 2% cash back on everything. So Brad, that's great. Like, I want to open a credit card. How do I know which one to open? Because there's a million. Well, I got an answer for you. In the next video that I'm going to be shooting, I'm going to have the best credit cards you can open for a starter, or you don't have a credit score at all. That requires 0 credit score, 0 everything. I'm going to be doing that in the next video, so make sure you guys are subscribed. But basically, if you want to go start doing some research right now, make sure they are ones with 0, and I'm saying this, 0 application fee or annual fee, basically. Some credit cards, like an Amex, require like a $450 annual fee. And you might be asking, why would I pay that fee? It's because Amex has great points, whereas a regular one only gives you 2% cash back. This Amex can give you 4% cash back at some places like supermarkets. Like, for instance, my Amex gives me 4 times the points at supermarkets. So paying that fee if you're going to be at a place for a long time. And this is why credit cards are great. This is why a lot of people have a bagillion credit cards. It really gets complicated, but once you get into the scene, you get it all. Like, I have a credit card I use to get gas. I have a credit card I use to get groceries and stuff like that. And then I have another one that pays everything else back. And it's like you write on the credit card that, and you maximize your return, basically. It's just a way to save a lot of money and be frugal, but that is why, and that is how to open or get the best credit card off the rip. 0 fee, simple as that. Can't go wrong with it. All right, now this is a key step. The first thing you want to do whenever you open a credit card is to set up automatic payments. What this does is you can set up the automatic payment at any date before the payment due date in your tab. It'll tell you when the payment due date will be, like, let's say it's the 15th. You can set it up for the 11th. Every month before, so then that way it automatically gets taken out and it's paid in full. Boom, simple as that. You will never have to worry about being charged interest, and that is great. So then you will be able to redeem all the rewards and stuff and perks that people talk about with getting credit cards. All right, finally, you have a credit card all set up and everything. You did one with 0 annual fee. You opened it, you set up the automatic payments, you're doing great. Now, what do? This is what you're going to do. You're going to look at that 2% cash back or whatever, best rewards. Say you get 2% cash back at grocery stores. You're going to use that thing at grocery stores, and you're only going to use it at grocery stores. So then you're, starting to build up a credit, and then you're getting rewards. It's 2% cash back you're going to be making. Every $100 you spend, you get 2 back. So, it's not much, but it helps, and you're going to build your credit score. And then you're always going to never go over your spending limit. I don't know what it is whenever they set it up, but if you're in the Discover tab, I'll have a screenshot right here. It'll show you your spending limit you're allowed on that credit card. And you're always going to be wanting to be in the lower 25% of that, so you're not using too much, and that'll help your credit score a lot. So that's basically what to do when you get a credit card. All right, so now we know what to do when we get a credit card and what not to do. You are not going to be spending money you don't have, and it's pretty much as simple as that. As long as you don't spend money you don't have, you will never have to worry about anything. I've had a credit card since I was 18, 26. I now have 5+ credit cards. I've never had to pay interest because I always pay stuff that is in my checking account. Like, for instance, I bought a boatload of furniture from IKEA when I moved here to Tampa. It was like a $12,000 credit card bill that I had lined up. I made sure I had $12,000. I made sure I had more than $12,000 in my checking account. So when that automatic payment came, boom, simple as that. So as long as you know what you're buying and have that money in your checking account, you will never have to worry about it. But in the next video, we are going to be talking about the best credit cards to have. Simple as that. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.